One shot. Okay, so you've got your suit, you've got your tuxedo. Now I want to bring my personality out with some accessories. What do we got here, Michael? Come on, let's go through.
It's time to add the Danny effect.
Yes, yes.
So we are not all blessed with the hair that you have. So
Just a wig.
there are ways that we could do it. So guys, it's very important that you get the right shoe for the tuxedo as well. So these are some options that are available at very, mid-price range, nothing really too elaborate on it. But less is better a lot of times in a tuxedo. Don't forget the socks. There's way too many guys are wearing these little short socks. The socks have to be over the calf socks. And when you're doing the fancies, which is also really, really popular at the moment, make sure they tend to stay up. I mean, and a good haberdasher, a clothing store could advise you on that as well.
I love socks. I'm a big sock nut.
It's one of the fun photos that you get to see in weddings where the guys are lifting it up and they're showing their socks. It's a very cool photo. I think that works. You know about the cufflinks, and there's variations of it that can be made. All of the accessories can be also not only made for you, but there are really a lot of varieties out there, and they're really inexpensive. There's something also relatively new. We always talk about, hey, what do we give the groomsmen? Or making sure that it sort of coordinates. Well, we have this screw-on, essentially, on and off sort of a cufflinks, where we could put a piece of a swatch, initials, picture inside the cuffling, and it's a very, very easy sort of a process. Literally do it yourself kind of a kit that's available.
So that's different. So instead of your normal cufflinks, you can take another gift, right?
Right.
You can surprise.
Well, again, a little piece of it. We just need a really tiny amount, double the size of a pencil eraser, essentially. That's what sort of fits into it. Or a picture of the moment and what have you, that you could put it into it, and you could give that to them. And it's a keepsake.
Sure.
And that's a very cool way. A keepsake, around $75 to $80 range. It's a very, very kind of a neat item. Lapel flowers, lapel pins, instead of the traditional flower arrangements, this seems to be getting a lot of play on it.
One of my favorites.
Right. And we would also, and it's a very simple attachment. It comes off and it goes right into the garments if you decide to put it into it. And there's no limit to it. But now here's the really part of the segment that I want to show you.
Yeah.
Linings and linings and linings. And
yes.
if you take a look at it, I mean, garments with the fancy linings really, I think, make an impact. And
I love the inside of a jacket for some reason.
People notice that. I mean, again,
I'm a big fan.
There are endless possibilities of linings that are out there that could be incorporated inside your jacket. But this is not where we stop. There's the sizzle, but there's even more sizzle.
We got more than this.
This is more than this. And this, I know for a fact, is not offered in the industry at all.
Brace yourself.
Let's just say your beautiful, lovely bride-to-be, there's a picture. You send us a JPEG picture of that lovely bride.
Yes.
No matter what she looks like.
Could be a dog.
It could be. We could make it into a lining for you.
Now see, this is very cool. I love this. I've never seen this before.
Right.
Talk to me a little bit how this whole process works.
No, again, it's the idea of personal. It started out with initially doing country clubs, and they wanted sort of a logo of the, and then we've done that in the past. But then we said, well, why can't we do pictures? And we actually have done. And the first initial step up was the wedding invitation, engagement photo, or what have you. So a 5x7 photo could be given to us, and we can sort of incorporate that into the lining as well. And you can sort of personalize it. We'll make sure the date of the wedding is also there, so that, well, us guys are notoriously bad at remembering our wedding anniversaries. Well, you can't, forget it. And so it's all incorporated into it. It's a small upcharge to do it, but it's a very, very cool effect that I think people are really getting the hang of it. And it's not something that, as I said, is well known to it. We could go as much as the whole jacket could be lined that way as well.
Yeah, that's cool.
Not only it's cool, but it's very different. It's a conversation piece. And again, there's your part of the personality that you may want to bring into the equation.
And I think I've never seen anybody really have this done before. So I think the invitation, or just your personality, whatever you like, you can have custom made inside your jacket.
The only thing that limits an individual in the customization, as we talked about before, imagination. If you don't have the imagination to it, I mean, there is all these possibilities, but you need to be in the right frame of mind to do it. People don't think about it a lot of times. But I'll tell you, when I look at YouTube and I look at all the little things out there, people who sing for their brides and they do all these little routines and other things, Well, the caring for what you look like for that important event should be just as important.
I agree. Now, let's say, do they have to have a certain quality type of picture? Can it be
A simple
phone?
JPEG picture would be fine. Listen, the current technology, the iPhone technology, the way it is, those phones, those are fine. And it is a digitized image, and it's not maybe the most vivid when you're looking at it, but on a lining setting, a JPEG picture works perfectly fine.
Got it. So you can go. You know what? Too, you can even take old photos of, say, a grandmother or something.
We have done that where they're part of it. That's actually very good, Eddie. You said that a young man recently had his grandmother, who was a very important part of his being growing up. She passed away,
Sure.
but in spirit, she
Yeah.
was there, as part of the wedding.
So I think it's really cool. It's clever. It's different, and as you can see, you can incorporate pretty much anything.
Correct.